Hello, my friends. This is Brian, the Speaker for the Dead, coming to you today from the road with a quick review video. Now, for the last, 6 months or better, I have been being told by anybody who I ask for recommendations about anime that they like or that I should watch, that I keep being told I should watch Vampire Hunter D. So thanks to Brandon, the Infinite Wolf, aka GoGo13, and Brightest Day, they have both given me links to try and do this, and I finally was able to get one and actually watch this earlier today. So I wanted to talk about it while I still had it really kind of in my head and fresh on my mind. So I have to say, this is a very 80s, probably early 80s. I don't know exactly when it was done, but it has that kind of a feel to it, maybe even older than that, I'm not sure. The world building in this, all right, so let's go through the negatives and then we'll talk about the positives. So the world building, I felt like it was a little lacking in it. It seems like you just jump in and you're like right into the story. There's very little world building. I kind of went and found out more about this world when I was trying to get ready to watch this film, and so I kind of know more about like what's going on. But like, if you just went to the film, you're going to be really kind of confused as to when, how, and stuff. There's not a lot of lead in, not a lot of world building done in the film. I like the anime style. It's very, very reminiscent of the Transformers, the 80s Transformers movie. Very similar sound effects. I don't know how good the copy was that I was watching. So the sound effects came off sounding very tinny. The vocal work, I wouldn't say was stellar. I think they could have had better people do the voicing and stuff like that, but it wasn't bad. It was an 80s era. So, I mean, for what it is, it was a good film. I have to say the potential for this is what impressed me. The story and the bit of world building that you do get opens up the potential for a massive world, a massive storyline here that they and I'm sure that they've done this through the manga and other stuff that I've just never followed, or the light graphic novels, or however this got started. I'm gonna have to go back and do more research on it, but the film itself, it just seemed like a good introduction to something like that. I really like the character design of Vampire Hunter D. Just awesome character design. The character design of the Count, the main villain, was good. I thought they could have done a little bit better there. I would love to see this be taken, have the story kind of fleshed out a little bit more, and have it redone and have it modernized through with more modern anime techniques. But I would not. But when I say that, I have to be specific here. I do not mean I want Netflix or Amazon or some American company to get their hands on this and go and just bastardize it. What I mean is I would love to see one of the animation companies from Japan go back, take this, redo the movies, and start maybe a series with this story. Because the story is what really caught me and kept me through the whole film. It's really, because the film, the pacing seems a little off. It's like you're never quite sure of why they're where they just got to, how they just got to where they are. So the pacing is a little bit off for it, but it's good. Like I said, it's not bad enough that like it really like is so distracting that you can't watch it and think, hey, this is pretty good. But the story is really what drew me in. and I see just massive potential here, mainly because I'm a huge vampire nut. I mean, seriously, I am a vampire nut. I love everything to do with vampires. I mean, I know everybody doesn't like it, but I like the Twilight films because, well, not the films. Oof, boy, that would have been terrible having to mention out there. I love the Twilight books. The films were a Travis mockery. I love the Dracula films. I love anything to do with vampires. I love it. I love the anime Vampire Knight. Seriously, I love vampire stuff. No, and I've always been a fan of vampires ever since I was a kid. But it's just there's something romantic and mysterious and stuff when it comes to vampires. They're just fantastic. And this story has that kind of really cool potential to it. I felt like they didn't quite get it all figured out. And I have to say, the animation for the women in this, not good. It's just really not good. Their foreheads are huge. Like the women, it's like their heads are super long and their foreheads make up like 60% of their face, and so it's very off as far as how the facial features are. But once they start especially the daughter of the bad guy, her forehead is so huge. I just kept staring at it, going, oh, It's mesmerizing. It's so huge. You're just like, I can't focus on anything else. This is all I can see now. But other than that, the main girl in the story, at first time you see her, she has the same problem, and then for the rest of it, she has bangs that cover her forehead, and it's like, oh, okay, now it's not so bad. It's just like, why are all these women look like they're going bald? I mean, they look like balding 40-year-old men. They look like me. I mean, there's nobody that's going to be attracted to this as a woman. So, anyway, thank you for suggesting this, Golgo and Brightest Day. It is a good film. I think I will review this on one of my anime streams on a Sunday night. I just wanted to do a quick review here, real fast. It's worth seeing. I will try and put a link, the same link that they gave to me in the description for this video. So if anybody else is interested who hasn't seen it, who wants to go see it, can watch this, and then let me know what you think. Let me know, am I being too hard? Am I being too rough on this? I mean, I would still give this a 7.5 because of the story and everything, because the flaws in it do not negate what is great. And sometimes that's one of the problems with some older anime and older films, is that their drawbacks, that they didn't age well, it hurts them in the long term. But yeah, so anyway, let me know what you think, and we will talk to you on the next video. Thanks, everybody.